This person says, I'm in California. Can I stake my crypto in other states since California won't allow me to? Yes. So this is the other thing, like people are in New York or they're in California or they're in a state that has some cumbersome laws around what you can do with your crypto. If you've moved it into a Wyoming LLC, you're going to get all those freedoms that exist there in that state. When you go to set up, exchange, there's still going to be a look through to the beneficial owner on this stuff. Some exchanges are still going to be kind of wonky if you live in New York and you have a Wyoming LLC and you give them a New York ID. In that situation, you might get a Palau ID. I've seen a lot of people do that in order to be able to kind of get around that. But the registered agent there in Wyoming is going to provide you anonymity for your address. The other thing that you get in Wyoming that you get in Delaware and South Dakota and Nevada is attorney-client privilege. So the attorney's information, their name, and all of that is going to be on the LLC publicly. So nobody's going to know that you own it. Nobody's going to know your address. If they look it up, they're not going to be able to tell that you're even associated at all with this entity that's been filed in Wyoming. So if you're looking for, anonymity, you're looking for creditor protection, you're looking for best tax rate, and for a while we thought that you were going to need to file reciprocity with states like California or New York. You don't have to, because you're not doing physical business in those states using that LLC. So you don't have to file the reciprocity, and you're not going to owe the state taxes. I can't tell you that for sure. You're going to have to work with your CPA. This is just, again, we work with CPAs, and this is the feedback I've gotten from them. So I can't give you tax advice, and this is probably a good time for my disclaimer. Nothing here is for financial advice, legal advice, tax advice. You should always speak with a financial advisor, a CPA, or an attorney before making any tax, legal, or financial decisions. The opinions I share here are my experiences. They are not the opinions of Digital Ascension Group or Digital Wealth Partners. But I've learned a lot of this through the grapevine and trial and error, and I want to share everything that I can with you guys to make sure that you know at least the questions to ask these other professionals if you are going to work with somebody else. And again, I encourage that. Like, shop it around, see where the best rate is. Not everybody has all the money in the world to spend on this stuff. We've done more than anybody else. We've done over 8,000 LLCs structured specifically this way, and like I said, we've worked through all the kinks and we have it streamlined, and it's great. But you may want to go direct with your attorney, or you may want to go seek other people out in Wyoming and have some conversations.